welcome to another episode of Boogerman's Hot Rod Shop. So we got Joshua's car back. We got some parts for it. We got a fuel pump and a starter. And a fuel filter. Ignition, oil filter, but unfortunately, sitting out in the field for over the winter, the bird decided to make a nest and poop all over the side of it. So we took it to the car wash yesterday and tried to get some of the poop off, but I think we're gonna have to end up just sanding this off. It's like on there. Anyway, we're gonna get this cleaned up and see if we can get this thing in the shop and get it running. We got a lot of work to do. So let's get after it. Okay, got the car in here, got it all up on the horse. First things first, we're gonna do, I wanna get the starter off. It's up in here. It's actually a pretty easy one. It's right in the front, easy access. We got most of the bird nest cleaned out of the motor. So, I wanna get the starter off. That way, we can at least crank it. I know it runs because I had it last year. We had it running off of a brake cleaner. But I want to make sure that it's started and it still cranks before we dump any more stuff into it. So let's get after changing the starter and we'll get back with you. Let's see if this thing will start, or not start, but crank. Cranking, showing the motor. Okay, now it cranked. Now I gotta go back up in the air and put the fuel pump in it. Now I looked at it while we had it up in the air, and I'll show you the bottom side of the car. It's freaking money. It's no rocks. It's pretty nice. So we'll go back up in the air and get the fuel tank out and put a fuel pump in it. All fun. This is the big project. Okay, well, we got the starter on. You saw that. We got the fuel pump in. My camera died while we were putting the tank and everything in. We're putting the fuel pump in. But we got the tank in, got fuel pressure. It actually ran. Like, it was running pretty good. Went to go back out of the driveway and, boom, died. I have fuel, spark. So, if you're not real familiar with the GM V60s back in the day in the 90s and early 2000s, this right here, how it usually goes out. This is the ignition control module, and it's what the coil plug into, and this is usually what goes bad. And I'm pretty sure this is what was wrong with it, because it was backfiring to the intake and just running like crap. So, and while I had it running, I did confirm that the water pump was bad. So, we got a new water pump, another new ignition switch, because that one screwed up, and the new ignition module, control module. So, I get this stuff I get this stuff tossed on and see if we can get this old girl to finally run. Okay, it's running, but what you hear, the grinding, that's the water pump. That's why I bought a new one. But, get fired right up. I know, the water pump is awful. I get it. That's why I got a new one. But it's running. So we'll get the water pump changed, and that'll solve that problem. And it won't be so loud. All the steering column, the ignition stuff, all that stuff works now. So we can go ahead and put the steering column back together. And open the door. So, anyway, I'm glad it run. So, it run. I know the water pump's awful. We'll get that changed. There's still quite a bit of work left on the car. We still got a lot of cleaning to do. But it runs. That was my number one thing. I wanted to see if it runs. So, okay. Woo! Let's see if maybe we'll get this water pump on. I don't know. It might be too hot by now. Might be waiting for tomorrow for that. Joshua giving her car a first car wash. Getting her all cleaned up. Okay, first drive. Go that way. He did going down to the mailbox, people. We're on a private road in Mexico.
In Mexico, it goes crazy, Dad. Drive it down to the field?
No.
Why not?
Go to the mailbox. Don't use two hands. Like, okay, go to the mailbox. We got them. Okay. After what? 2 weeks of trashing on this thing. Of course, I had the day job, so got to do the day job thing. But we had a lot more issues with this car than I expected. So to start off, she saw I put a starter and a fuel pump in. Okay, that was just scratching the surface. Then we got it running, and then it was running like crap, dying, and so I did some diagnosis, and it leaded me to the ignition control module. Replace that. And then, of course, you guys knew about the water pump. We changed the water pump. And then the motor was getting hot, but the antifreeze was staying cold in the puke jug. So changed the thermostat. Changed the both temperature control sensors. And then it was running good, and then it started doing the whole dying thing again. Well, did a bunch more research. It was the crankshaft position sensor. Changed that this morning. And what else did we change? Oh, we changed the key cylinder, the ignition switch.
Tell them about that thing that's getting hot.
Oh, that's nothing. Anyway, so we put quite a bit of parts in this car. Kind of a parts store, but we just got done detailing it and spent quite a bit of time detailing it. And we actually took it out to the country and drove it around. Joshua got to drive back from Mexico, or he got to drive in Mexico to the border, and then I drove this way. Mexico. Anyway, I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you how good we did on detailing it. Okay, so, like I said, we detailed the crap out of this thing. This thing, you remember, it was just a grease ball. We changed the ignition control module, we changed the starter, we changed the water pump, we changed the crankshaft position sensor, we changed the temperature sensor, we changed the thermostat. Oh, and we changed the oil and put a new filter on it. Put a fuel pump in it, put a new key, ignition, and all that stuff in it. And this thing, I mean, yeah, okay, I know that there's no paint left on this thing, but we scrubbed the hell out of it, and we pressure washed all the loose paint off of this thing. And yeah, it pretty much down the primer beside the roof. But we're just gonna, so you see that line of the silver, the plastic, we're gonna tape right there and just paint the top half. Put the tires on it, like put some legs on the front, it was a little iffy. But this thing turned out really good. Really good. We got all the loose stuff off of it. You can actually rub it now. We detailed the interior. The interior is still immaculate on this thing. It's not perfect by no means, because you don't age. But, like, I'll even show you. 68,721 miles. Original. Like, yeah, the dash is curled up a little bit. That's just from the sun, you know. But this thing, there's no rip, there's no tears in the seat. It's clean. And this thing rides so nice. I've forgotten how nice these old cars ride, and it's how comfortable the seats are. It's like sitting in a lazy boy. Yeah, we got the interior all nice and clean. I mean, that definitely probably use another once over again, you know. We just got kind of the top layer off. But we cleaned it up the best we could with what we got. You know, and scrub a toad for so long, I guess. But I think once we get a paint job on it, this thing can look nice. It's gonna go back to where it former glory, how I remember it when I was a kid, when my grandparents owned it, and I used to ride in the back seat. So, for right now, that's how she sits. We may just drive it around a little bit like this. I think I'm just gonna at least primer the roof so it's not rusty brown. But I think for right now, we're just gonna drive around and enjoy it. What do you think? You happy with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking along. I know I didn't show a lot of the bits and pieces, but to be honest, at one point in time, I was pounding my head against the concrete, trying to figure out why this thing was doing what it was doing, and trying to diagnose it, and I just didn't think of grabbing the camera. So I'm not the greatest person for filming, but I'm getting better. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, subscribe. It's free. Comment, like, share. And see you on the next one.